Hello everyone, my name is Amol Nirgudkar. I'm the CEO of Patient Prism, and we're live here at Patient Prism Studios at the Dicoma DSO conference for 2021, the greatest conference for 2021 for DSOs. 1,306 people are here, and I am interviewing everybody that's really from DSO leaders to amazing vendor partners that are out there really improving dentistry from all aspects. I have with me Kimberlee Mulkay, who is the Customer Success and Sales Manager at one of the most fascinating FinTech companies that has been created in this space in the last few years. Abella is going to change the way dentists handle their accounts receivable. And as we know, by the way, welcome Kimberlee.
Yeah, I love it.
Sometimes I keep talking about it before I even welcome the
No,
guest.
that's amazing. I love it. I couldn't agree more with that.
You know, accounts receivable, as we know, has been one of the functions in dental offices that takes a lot of time, but doesn't really add any value to the patient.
Right, exactly.
You still have to collect the money. You do the work, you got to collect the money.
And sometimes you don't do the work and you don't collect the money.
And you don't collect the money. So the key, one of the key problems that dental offices have had has been, you know, the sheer manpower it takes, or woman power it takes,
Right.
to collect the insurance aspect, the election aspect, patient collections. So Abella has come in and really introduced automation and financial technology to really improve that process. So tell us a little bit about how Abella came about in solving this.
Sure. So yeah, we definitely wanted to solve the problem in the marketplace for patient receivable balance that just simply aren't getting collected, whether it be because the tasks just simply aren't getting done, you weren't provided a platform to scale those activities to make sure that the people who are responsible for those actions are actually taking them and then following up with them. So we came in to the space and said, we're going to provide this scalable platform for all the way down to single practices, new emerging DSOs, to the biggest DSOs like in the industry, to provide that, you know, integrated and automated, essentially, accounts receivable software that's going to allow the organization to communicate directly to the patient through text and email. They don't have to send paper statements anymore, and it's just going to be not only more efficient, but it's going to help you collect more money faster as well, and even upgrade the patient billing experience because you've made it so simple for them to pay their balance.
I mean, just the fact that you have to, I mean, I cannot even imagine in 2021 we're printing something.
Yes, I know.
And folding it, stuffing it in an envelope, not maybe licking the stamp, maybe a sticky stamp, right?
Yeah.
And putting it in the mail, sending it to the post office. I mean, how 1980s
Archaic,
is
yeah.
that? I mean, like, oh my God,
Right.
here we are talking about AI and all these other tools,
Yeah.
and we can virtual reality, and we're still putting stamps on.
Yeah,
envelopes.
it's almost like a neglected thing, right? So, you know, that's the thing. And from a consumer and from a patient perspective, when you get a statement in the mail, it's literally the last thing that's probably addressed. It goes on the counter, you open it, you wait to pay the bill. Where if you could just simply get a text or an email stating that you have a balance and you can click a button to pay, why wouldn't you do that? To me, it's a no-brainer.
All of us want to do everything on our phones.
Yes.
We're on our phones. It's shameful. If I look at my screen time and how much time I spend,
Yeah.
sometimes I don't want to look at it because it's just way too much. Today it's less because I'm interviewing all day, but it's shameful, right? But we want to do everything on our phone. Our haircut appointments we want to do on our phone. We want to pay all our bills on our phone. So one of the things that I was impressed with Abella was the ability to take multiple practices and bring all that data together into one portal.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, how that's done.
Yeah, so again, we can, through the Abella platform itself, once we've integrated with their dental software, we can give the team and the organization different access points. So it's a little bit different depending on what DSO and organization you're working with. Sometimes they keep it at the office level where the office manager is responsible for that, you know, submitting and things like that. But we have groups that want to just automate the whole process and have it kind of be a hands-off thing for their team. We can work with you on that based on your needs, but we want to make it as easy for them to get into the system and build so that we can help you collect it.
So let's say I'm a DSO and I have 10 locations, and let's assume first they're all on one practice management system. Let's just say Open Dental.
Sure.
Or
That's
let's,
easy.
yeah, Open Dental
Yeah.
is easy, right? And I have one person who's responsible for AR centrally in my corporate office. Abella allows me, you're saying, to have one dashboard view across all my practices, all my receivables. With a click of a button, I can send to all the practice locations. And then once the patient pays, I have the ability to post them back at all the different 10 offices.
You got it.
Within?
Yeah, so that particular person would be able to not only review the patient AR in each individual location that is owed to the practice, that's free of insurance claims, essentially ready for that paper statement. You can control to put them in with a click of a button. It's going to help with AR cleanup as well. I think our metric on that right now is that we've collected over 20 million in just over 90. So
Wow.
more DSOs are coming to us asking us to help do that cleanup first and then move forward with current AR and just the upgrading the patient experience as a whole.
But you're able to post it back into the PMS.
Yes, once the payment is collected by Abella, then we are going to write back directly into the PMS to post that payment. So that piece is automated.
Just the time savings on that.
100%.
Because let's assume you could do this with one office or two offices, but you start getting 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 offices. How many people are you going to need to do all this?
Right.
And you could literally get one person to do the whole process for 50 offices.
Yeah, efficiency is of course the big thing, and we have other follow-up processes in place where once they're in Abella, again, it's completely hands-off. You don't have to worry about if they've paid or haven't paid. Abella's just going to go to work for you, and people are paying overnight hours, weekends, holidays. So not only are you picking that up, but we have failed payment management in place as well, where again, no one has to worry about if their card's declined or their cards expired. Abella goes out and communicates directly to the patient, so they can click a button and once again update that information.
So you're taking care of the failed payments as well. That way, it requires less of human time. And the technology is perfect timing for this, right?
Yeah.
As we encounter a tough labor market, eventually we're going to have not as many people in the office as we used to have.
Well, that of course, yeah. I mean, Abella was largely very wildly successful during COVID because we were able to integrate with these PMSs and platforms when people were furloughed or laid off during COVID, and the office and the organization was still able to communicate to their patients about their balance, and ironically, the patient still paid. So they was creating a revenue stream to the office when they were shut down and not even seeing their patients.
So what practice management systems do you guys integrate with currently?
I would say about 99% of them out there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a large number.
So
of
all
course,
the big ones?
All
Dentrix,
the big ones.
EagleSoft,
Open Dental, even Dentrix Enterprise, Open Dental Clinic versions. So the big ones, of course, and then the other ones that are kind of out there, Denticon and maybe PracticeWorks, things that aren't as widely used, we can still integrate with that. And if it's a specific version, that's something that you can contact me directly and I can help you out.
If it's a large enough DSO, you will get the integration done anyway, right?
Yeah, we would definitely work to accommodate that as quickly as possible.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
How is it, what's the onboarding process like? Is it really cumbersome?
No, that is extremely easy. So depending on, again, the needs and the wants of the organization, if they want to do an AR cleanup or what have you, we can get you set up and integrate with your software 10, 15 minutes. If it's a segregated platform where maybe each office is using a different management system or things like that, we can work with that. The install itself is still very easy. Once it's done, you guys are off to the races. You can start submitting patients right away.
And you guys, from a customer success standpoint, how often do you communicate with your clients on whether they're using it correctly, whether they're fully utilizing all the, because one of the things about software, and I deal with this at Patient Prism all the time, you can have the best solution out there in the world, but if people don't know how to use it or don't know how to really take advantage of it, it's a great solution, but nobody's using it.
Right. So yeah, we definitely, follow up with the team and things like that. As far as training and onboarding, again, that's really up to the organization. I've done things where they just want to get plugged in, and then I train locally and regionally, to the people who are kind of managing certain regions and offices. Otherwise, if it's a revenue cycle team, I'll work with them too. If they're going to be the ones responsible, I'll go through training. I'll make sure that they know how to utilize everything correctly, maximize utilization, and get the most out of what we can do for you. And then, we're just helping, manage that along the way and make sure that you guys are staying on track.
So what's the best way to get a demo or contact Abella? Uh, is a
Yeah.
website is?
Yeah, you can go to abellaar.com and you can click. There's a set up a demo right there on the website, or you can, if you're here at the conference, you can come find me. We can set something up and kind of go from there. But ultimately, we'll give you guys a free trial. We want to show you that it works, and we're really gaining the momentum here in the DSO space to be that superior product.
I mean, I think what you have launched is saves time, saves money, saves labor.
Yeah, and the collections too, like the metric.
And you get more money.
Yeah, the metric on that, I know that, the people here at the DSO meeting, they love numbers, and the stat on that right now is since 2019 at the launch, we've collected over $51 million.
That's unbelievable. And then the key is without human involvement, right?
That's
or
right.
with minimal human involvement, right?
Yeah.
You have to have somebody kind of do that. You're kind of helping DSOs become more productive.
Yep.
By
Get
reducing,
paid faster.
Get paid faster, and repurposing those resources into other areas of the DSO where you're adding more patient value. So it's a
Exactly.
win-win-win for everybody.
Yep.
It's a win for the patient. It's a win for the doctor. It's a win for the DSO. What a pleasure it is to talk to you. I've been thoroughly impressed with the platform. Thank you for coming by and sharing the story.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate
Pleasure.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.